Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me on this platform once again, and I'm so thrilled that you found time to watch these videos. And here we discuss issues. Last week we talked about the general election that's happening this year in this country from on 8th of August 2017, and we said this election must be about issues, it must be about ideas, it must be about ideology, and never should it be about an individual, a political party, or a tribe. We want a country that is united and focused in one direction so that everybody can benefit, not just a few individuals. So thank you so much again. And this week we continue the same discussion. And if you can remember, in the African continent, we were dealing with somehow a major crisis whereby a person who's been in leadership, who's been a president of a country for more than 2 decades, for more than 20 years, refuses to hand over power peacefully to a democratically elected president, openly defying the will and the zeal and the desires of the people he purports to be leading. That was happening in Gambia. And what happened? It took the military intervention of the West African states for President Jammeh of Gambia to relinquish power and allow President Barrow to come in as the democratically elected president. What did he do? He looted public coffers. He looted and blunted the economy to a tune of more than 10 million US dollars, together with luxury cars. He fled into Equatorial Guinea, where he is now exiled. But what is he living at home? He's living chaos. He's living a bankrupt country. He's living a country where teachers, doctors, the economy, they don't know where they're going to get their next money to be able to help them build a sound economy. I really feel for the incoming president, but we congratulate him, we wish him well, and we pray that he's going to place Gambia back on the path of growth and development. Here in Kenya, we are having a general election. And what happened in Gambia is what is happening across many African countries. There are countries in Africa that have known only one president. There are people in this continent who believe that they are the only people who can spearhead and lead their country. And that is very sad, because when you look at those countries, there is no development. People are struggling to make ends meet. There are no medicine and medical supplies in hospitals. The economy is in bad shape because of one person who believes that they are the only people who can do better than another person, totally defying the will and the zeal and the desires of the citizens of those countries. Africa is suffering today because of such kind of leadership. Leadership that is selfish, leadership that lacks vision, leadership that lacks integrity, leadership that cannot put in place structures to ensure that there is proper governance, there's proper utilization of resources for the benefit of every person in that state. We are living in a continent whereby a few people are doing so well at the expense of the majority, and the people who are doing so well are not doing so well because of their sweat. They are doing so because they are plundering economies, looting public coffers, and enriching themselves, stashing that money to tax havens abroad. We are having a failing education system, failing healthcare system. Our transport system is so bad. Our people walk for hours to go and look for water. There's no clean drinking water, and yet we have the resources to do that, but they end up in the hand and the pockets of a few. can tell you it is so sad. When you look at the African continent, we have so much resources. We have so much gold, so much oil, so much diamond, a good climate that can support agriculture, that Africa can be a food secure continent. But we have people who have refused to do the necessary and put in place better plans that can help Africa move to the next level. But all is not lost. When I come back to our country, Kenya, I am so hopeful. We have so many challenges, but we remain hopeful because of our constitution. And my prayer is that as the citizens of this country, we can breathe life, we can breathe life in the words of our constitution. We can bring it alive. We can decide to believe each and every word that is written in that constitution and work with that word and ensure that Kenya as a country is placed at a position where it can grow, it can develop for the benefit of each and every citizen. Article 1, Article 1 of our Constitution, it states very clearly that sovereign power belongs to the people of the Republic of Kenya. This article takes away sovereign power from where we used to know it, from the presidency, from parliament, from the judiciary, from county government, from wherever, and it brings it back to the people. Do you know what that means? Sovereign power is defined as the power to make and enforce laws over a country or over a political space. That is the power that the Constitution has given us as the people. The power to make laws that will determine our future, laws that will determine how our country is governed, laws that will determine how our future generations are coming and finding a better place, laws that determines our healthcare, our education, our money, our taxes, and everything. All that power is given to us by the Constitution. And this power can be delegated to certain state organs to exercise that power on our behalf. What am I saying? We can only exercise this power in two ways. The Constitution says directly or indirectly. In exercising this power directly, we mean that you as a person, you can decide to join up with other citizens of this republic and build a movement that can put our government in check. Number one, through referendums. If you have any issue that you think needs urgent attention, if you have any issue that you think can change the structure of our government, our judiciary, and anything, a referendum is a must. That there's nothing that can alter how we do our things, how we are governed, how our taxes are used, how our rights are implemented and executed without the people giving an okay through a referendum. Number two, every 5 years we hold elections. Elections are part and parcel of our democratic process, where we have an opportunity as a people to decide who is going to govern us, who will become our president, who will become our governor, who will become our member of National Assembly, who will become a member of the Senate, who will become a member of the county assembly. And with that, we go to the polls and we cast our votes. We vote for them to represent us. They are our representatives. They are not in that position to represent their selfish agenda and interest, but they are in that position to represent our ideas, our ideals, our interests, and what we want to achieve as a nation. That is through voting, and that's why I encourage you, whatever you do, go and get a voter's card, become a voter, vote in this general election, and vote for the leaders that you want in this country. Number 3, we exercise sovereign power through ensuring that our rights in the Bill of Rights are not threatened, but they are executed, they are respected, they are upheld. There's an article in the Bill that says that every person has a right to assembly, a right to picket, a right to demonstrate, and a right to present petitions to authorities. That is very powerful. That we as a people, we can assemble together when we see the power we have delegated to our elected representatives is being misused, is when we see our public taxes are being looted by individuals. We can stand up to them through picketing and demonstration and presenting petitions to public authority to ensure that everything that is done is for our benefit. Please forget all that nonsense about our tribe, my people, our person, our man, our woman. Forget that. We are in this boat together, and whatever they do there, it affects us one way or another. Therefore, the Constitution gives us power. Gives us power to ensure that everything that is done in this country is right. We have the power to stand up against corrupt leaders. We have the power to elect good leaders. We have the power to do it right if only we exercise that sovereign power. Thank you so much. See you next time. We'll continue the same series. We must breathe life in our Constitution. Thank you so much, and God bless you. God bless Kenya.